one day.
Not.
Yeah, well, because I'll be bigger too.
All right, welcome to the long run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
I think that's her anyway.
I'm working on my laugh for tomorrow night.
There you go. All
Give them
right.
a few minutes to get on the screen. So, and there a way for us to see if anybody's looking?
Yeah.
There you go. If you're watching, feel free to chat with us. We'd love to talk to you.
All right, so tell them what we're doing today. Oh, and Vinny says, hey. Oops. Well, I think that's Vinny. He's got a mask on, too.
See if we got anybody watching. Don't think we do. Oh. Choose. Okay. Oh. Says we're watching. So.
That would be you.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing today? Tonight. It is night, by the way.
Wait just a couple minutes. I know. He's probably going to want this to be a short live stream because he does have to be at work at
5 a.m.
5 a.m. So he's getting close to his bedtime. Just change it to watching now. All right. Let's just see if anybody's watching. Put this back on and see what they say. Right now.
There's 2 viewers on there.
Hmm?
There's 2 viewers on there.
No, I'm not that warning that come up.
Says number of viewers connected to the stream at the most recently updated time.
Yes, please check the video resolution.
Oh. So. Okay.
It says I'm watching now. So.
Okay.
Says that kind of stuff every time.
I forgot how to change that.
You put in
All right.
0 watching now. How's that possible? My phone's on right now.
Sweet.
On a personal account.
Mm-hmm.
Bear with us, guys. We're just trying to figure out. It's telling us that we don't have the right bit rate, so we're trying to remember how we changed it last time. And being that way, it means that it is not streaming what the best it could be.
Yeah. Oh. We're just gonna go with it.
Okay, yeah, he's like we were saying, he has to be at work at 5 o'clock, so he's probably gonna want to get through this quick. So we hope that you will watch the replay later. If you did not get to see us live, we didn't warn anybody that we were going to do this because we didn't know exactly when Joel would have free time.
All right.
So we'll say we have been on YouTube a lot this week, not a little bit more than normal. We had our normal Tuesday one. We had Wednesday, we shared a Christmas budget tips video. It's basically how we budget for Christmas and Christmas shop for our kids. And we had tons of tips there to save money. But it was going to go up earlier, but we had little struggles getting it all organized. It took me 3 times to render my video to actually get it to work. But anyway, so it ended up being put on Wednesday, and it was supposed to be like the weekend before. So then we had our Thursday recipe of the week, which was Mexican beef and rice skillet, if you want to see that. But it was up Thursday, and so now we're on again. We almost are never on that much, but tomorrow I plan to also upload a video where we were at Universal Studios for the first time in over 20 years. So hopefully you'll come back to watch that tomorrow, assuming that I have that there. So it says one watching. Anyway, so that's coming up probably tomorrow, and but the reason why we did a live stream was we were tagged by the channel Too Fat Too Furious. I knew it. I just couldn't get my mouth to say it right. Anyway, in a Halloween tag. So because we were tagged in that a couple of days ago, we were like, well, we didn't want to wait till after Halloween to upload a video about it. So we decided we'll just do a live stream. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do with you guys. We also added a few fall tag questions that Anna from the Organized Millenial did. And I really like that. A couple of the questions that she did on her tags. So we're just going to steal a few of hers too. So be sure to check out both these channels, Too Fat, Too Furious. They are on a weight loss journey, and the Organized Millenial is budgeting. So be sure to check those channels out. But let's go ahead and start with our questions. And that's so weird. Sorry, I could hear myself talking. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with our questions. And, be sure to talk with us in the chat. Tell us your answers. Or, if you hear us say something weird and you have a question about it, we're ready to chat. Okay. Do you want to?
All right. So number 1, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? I ain't scared. I've done it. Before.
I'm pretty sure I did when I was a teenager.
We had when I was growing up. We had a graveyard.
He lived. There's a graveyard down the hill. Yeah.
So yeah, we played in there a lot even at night. So.
I didn't grow up that close to a graveyard, but I'm pretty sure I went to one or two in my life.
Yep.
No big deal. We did when we were at that one church in Bruton, East Bruton. There was a graveyard right on the other side of the church.
Yep. All right, number 2. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? No idea.
To be honest, we don't really get into the zombie stuff, so I don't know what they use. What do they use?
I don't know.
If anybody is watching and you know what are the weapons that are used in a zombie apocalypse, tell us, because I don't know.
I don't know. I was going to grab a bag of Cheetos and just work my way through it. So you know.
I was going to get you to get my pump anyway. Okay, so the third one is you are in a horror movie. What do you want to be? The final girl, the first to die, the comic, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I know who I am in real life.
Who are you?
The skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
both. Yeah.
Since you're choosing that one, I'm going to choose the smart one.
Okay. We'd be, you know, like that was is it a Geico commercial where the people are like running from something and the girl says we should get in that car and the guy goes, no, we should run into that barn with all the knives hanging down from it. I would be the person who's like, let's just go get in the car and go. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah. All right, well, watching scary movies, which one are you? The person who yells at the characters, the person with eyes covered, the one who falls asleep. Now, depending on what time of day it is, normally
Joel will fall asleep if it's,
Well, I guess that could be any time of day. But
yeah.
I could also be the person who yells at the characters because I yell at TV a lot.
I say it's according to what type of movie. Like if it's like a sci-fi thing with an alien that has like the stuff dripping all over their bodies, I'm probably going to have my eyes covered just because I think that's super gross. But but otherwise I'd probably be yelling at the characters for being stupid.
Yeah. All right, number 5, favorite scary book. For me, Goodnight Moon.
Goodnight Moon.
I'm joking. That's not right. Favorite scary book. It's going to be a Stephen King.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of Stephen King. Probably. Wow, either Christine or I'm going to go with either Christine. The Stand is not really a scary book. It was pretty scary. I'm going to go with Christine.
I don't know, probably something in the Stephen King realm, I guess.
Okay.
There's also that Christian one that he
Visitation?
wrote. The
Frank Peretti.
Yeah, The Visitation was pretty scary. Yeah.
Or something like that. No.
No, not The Visitation.
No,
it's the one where it's like like the people are dying from like anyway. I don't know. It's been a long time since I read it, but I know it's Frank Peretti, and he writes some scary novels too. All right, so 6 was how old were you when you saw your first horror movie?
I was probably a teenager. My mom used to watch scary movies, so. Yeah.
For real?
Yep.
We are sorry if y'all are experiencing any difficulties. And it's not showing that on my phone, so that's good, I guess. But it's telling us there is. Anyway, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what my first horror movie was. I'll tell you something that's scary to death, and I apologize if anyone ever sees this and they're like, I was in first grade with her. But when I was in first grade, I remember having a fever, really high fever, and I had a nightmare that that I walked into my brother's bedroom and all the kids in my classrooms, their heads were scattered all over the room. How's a child that's only 6 come up with that kind of stuff if they haven't seen a horror movie? I did have older siblings, so possibly I did see one and just didn't know it. I don't know. But I would say the first one that I remember watching was, I was probably 10 years old, something, and I don't even know if everybody would consider this a horror movie, but it was a movie called Shh, and it came on network television, and it was about a guy that got bit by a snake, and he slowly started turning into a snake, so it was really creepy. So
7 is gore, slasher, ghost story, or thriller. I think I can speak for both of us when we say thriller. Probably be the
we're
genre of choice.
We're definitely not into slashers and gore, and to be, we like the horror movies of the old days, like what was it? Alfred Hitchcock said the most terrifying thing is an open door. Those kind that are suspenseful, but not the ones where you already know what's chasing them. So that's kind of like, but for us, thrillers is like the thing that we would watch now. Like, yeah.
All right, go to the next question.
Okay. Guess I'm going to the next question. Oh, that's where they were. All right. If you had to be trapped in a scary movie, which one would it be?
I don't know. No idea.
I don't know. Like something vampire thing from the old days or something. I don't know. I remember the guy from Too Fat, Too Furious said scary movies.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I was like, I don't know. They're so
Not
stupid.
really scary. All right, number 9. If you're home alone but hear footsteps,
did you answer the question? You said you don't know.
If you're home alone but hear footsteps in the house, what do you do? Reach for my pistol? No.
I can tell you that I always, if I was home alone, like asleep, I always kept something by the bed that I could easily reach, and like it was really weird. When he used to travel, I would sleep with a golf club beside the bed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so that finishes those 10 questions. So let's do.
That's 8.
No,
you are home alone. That's 9.
and that's number 10.
Yeah.
Oh, how much would they need to pay you to spend a night in a haunted house? I don't know.
I mean,
I'd take $1 million, but you know what I'm saying? I'd take that for pretty much anything.
but honestly, we're side hustlers.
Pay me $1 million to do anything.
We're side hustlers. We might do it for a couple of hundred, though.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know if there's an amount that we would go, nope.
Yeah.
That's one watching now. Okay.
All right. So, let's see. What is your favorite candy? Halloween candy.
You gonna tell them yours?
Well, mine, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I like these little, fun-sized bars. That's the Milky Way there.
He's good with that. Snickers, anything, Twix. He don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah, he's
Okay.
good now. These are mine.
But
Stop it.
it tastes like coated plastic.
No, it doesn't. If you've been watching us in our grocery hauls, you saw us buy a bag of these mellow pumpkins, in September.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I was going to have Joel put it up to pull it down for Halloween. Hadn't touched it. But I am going to open it because y'all need to see what they look like. Because I know Too Fat, Too Furious said they don't sell this in Ireland where they live. So that's what they look like. So good. I mean, candy corn is good, but these, better. Better. Yeah. Okay.
Tastes like plastic.
No,
okay.
It doesn't.
Let's see.
So good. Do you have a holiday tradition? I don't think so.
No, not really. Well, go out to eat. That was our Halloween tradition for years. We'd go out to eat. And
yeah.
That's
Turn the light off at our house and then go out to eat.
Yep.
But in our defense, we lived in a subdivision that never had trick-or-treaters, so
yep.
Like the times that we didn't go out to eat, a few years ago when we lived in that subdivision after we had like our debt-free journey. If you don't know about our debt-free journey, please check out the video. We'll put it down in the description after. But when that happened, we didn't have money to go out to eat as much, so we stayed home and we just got some candy for trick-or-treaters. We had like 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right.
We just weren't in the popular subdivision. So, all right.
What type of candies do you give out during Halloween? Obviously, the same kind that I eat.
Snickers and stuff, yep.
Usually we have to buy 3 or 4 packs of these because they're usually gone before Halloween gets here.
Yeah, he gets the thing that he wants in hopes that there'll be leftovers.
Well, no, there won't be leftovers, and no, we have to go back and get some more. What's your
favorite Halloween costume ever worn? I will say that when I worked in a pizza restaurant, I was like first year college, maybe, and I dressed kind of like Elvira. It was a little bit of a more conservative black dress than that, but anyway, I had a black wig on and this black dress, and so that was kind of cool because nobody knew who I was. So, what about you?
I don't know.
Oh, I should say I was also like 100 pounds at the time. I was super skinny. So, let's see. That was favorite Halloween costume. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween 3? I don't know.
It should be the movie that we went together on.
Oh, Freddy's Dead, yeah.
Our very first date was a horror movie, which is hilarious because we don't watch them, but we went to Freddy's Dead.
Yep.
Tell them your reason for taking me to Freddy's Dead.
Well, because, girls get scared at horror movies, so, yeah.
And it didn't work out so well, did it? Because I don't get scared. Mm-hmm. I'm too much of a skeptic. So, what's the creepiest thing that has ever happened to you?
Mr. Coffee? That's pretty creepy.
Very creepy. We had a gentleman that would come into the restaurant. Hey, Rachel! I don't know that we don't have anybody else watching, so yay! I would tell them to go check out your channel, but I don't think there's anybody else watching.
It's alright, some people will watch it later.
That's right. Y'all go check out In Rachel's Place.
That's right.
Where were we? What was your
creepiest thing that's ever happened to you?
I worked in a pizza restaurant, like I said, and I was like senior high school, first and second year of college, and we had a man that was probably in his late 60s that would come in there and he would only order coffee, and he would hit on all the waitresses, and we called him Mr. Coffee. So he was pretty creepy. But I don't know that we've ever had anything really creepy happen to us. So.
No. Let's see. Can you sleep well after watching a scary movie? I don't have any problem sleeping anytime. So.
Nope. I never. No. No, we've watched Stranger Things and went to bed. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite Halloween song? I don't know any Halloween songs other than maybe
Monster
Mash.
That one, I like it because it's fun.
And it's a Graveyard Smash.
That's right.
So I'm going to go with that one.
Me too. Of course, Thriller is good, and Too Fat, Too Furious did a video today of them dancing to Thriller. That was pretty awesome. It kind of took me back to our youngest son's high school days, because every year they did a talent show, and all the students came up on the stage at the last thing and did Thriller together, and they were all so our youngest son does a lot in high school. So
Haunted house or haunted hayride?
I
mean, I like a hayride better than I would a haunted house, but
to be honest, with the haunted hayride, it makes me think of back when I was in elementary school, and my church decided that they weren't going to have the hayride because someone had died, like from somebody jumping out with a power saw, and it like scared them and they got hurt somehow. So that's what I think of when I think of haunted hayride. Yeah. Haunted house, I don't mind either way. Joel doesn't want to go into a haunted house, so that's what when we went to Universal Studios.
I would probably throat punch somebody if I was in a haunted house.
Universal Studios has 2 haunted houses open right now, and we didn't go once because Joel wouldn't go in it.
You could have went in. All right, let's do some fall questions. What is your favorite fall activity? College football. There you go.
I haven't done a haunted house since 2003.
Heard. What's your favorite fall activity?
I don't know. Fall festivals are fun when they have them.
Cool.
Fall festivals.
What's your favorite fall treat or drink?
The mellow pumpkins.
There you go.
I'll be honest, I know that there's a certain flavor that is very, very popular. I thought that was one of the questions. Where is that? Oh, there it is. But it's not my thing. So it'd probably be that. I basically say the fall drink flavors and stuff just gets me over the hump until I get to have peppermint mocha at Christmas.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you a fan of pumpkin spice? Nope.
Yep, and that was the drink I was referring to.
The best way to drink pumpkin spice is to drop it in the trash can. Or not buy it in the first place.
Oh, goodness.
Halloween or Thanksgiving? I'm going to go with Thanksgiving. Just because it's Thanksgiving.
It's more of our thing. Yeah. For me, my favorite, it didn't ask Christmas, but that's my favorite. And Thanksgiving would be next. And then Halloween, yes. Which we can take or leave that Halloween anyway. But anyway, have you ever participated in a Friendsgiving? No.
No, I don't think so. What does your typical fall outfit look like? Pretty much everything I wear any other day of the year. I don't really have fall outfits.
We've lived in the South most of our life, so usually our fall outfits are just similar to summer outfits. And to be honest, I wear leggings with tunics that go down pretty much year round anyway. If it gets really cold, then I might have a cardigan over it. So.
All right, spooky fall or cozy fall? I'm going with cozy.
Cozy.
Yeah, need a little cozy. Would you rather go apple picking or go to a haunted house hayride? Wow, since I've never been apple picking, I usually let other people pick apples for me and I'll buy them in the store.
You didn't know they came from a place you could pick it, did you?
No. No, I did. I really did. I don't know. I've never been apple picking, so maybe I'll pick apple picking. Let's pick that. I'm picking that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because he don't want to go to a haunted house.
Again, the threat of the throat punch goes way up on the scale if I go to a haunted house.
You're just so nice.
What is your favorite fall scent?
What are fall scents?
I'm going with freshly raked leaves. Well, I came from Mississippi. We did rake leaves in the fall, so and then my dad would burn them.
So was it the raked leaves or the burnt leaves?
Both. It's pretty cool though.
The only thing being from the deep south, the leaves falling wasn't like all these pretty colorful leaves. It was just leaves fell off the tree like they're just brown ground.
Yep.
All brown.
All right, and best way to spend a rainy day. Well, in Florida, it rains pretty much every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
If the answer is not nap, I don't know what
I'm also going to say go for a run because I did run in the rain the other day. It wasn't raining when I started, but it started raining when I was in the middle, and it rained pretty hard on me for the first 4 miles.
Like
so
that?
yeah, it was pretty cool. Yep. Grab a cup of coffee and a book and just go read. That's all I like to do.
If you have a tin roof house, that nap is
That's
even
pretty
better.
cool.
Yeah. I was take a nap. Though I hadn't done that in forever, so I don't know.
All right.
So that is all the questions.
All right.
Do you know Too Fat, Too Furious, Rachel?
She's with you on the map.
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway, that was who tagged us in the first 10 questions, the horror ones.
So if you haven't been to their channel, go to their channel.
Yeah, they're on a...
Too Fat, Too Furious.
Yes, that's right. It's a channel.
Yep.
They are on a weight loss journey. They live in Ireland. And they're really sweet. They're very into Halloween, so they tagged us in this post. So, but anyway, and then the other 20 questions that we did, or some odd number of questions, was ones that I picked up off of the Organized Millenial, and she's Debt-Free Journey channel that does cash envelopes normally. She hasn't been doing cash envelopes lately just because of the, But anyway, she does budgeting. So
all right.
if you haven't checked those out, and again, if anybody watches the replay, y'all go check out In Rachel's Place. She's awesome.
Go do it. All right, so I think that's going to do it for us for tonight, right?
Yeah,
all right.
He has to get to work by 5 in the morning.
Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for updates from us.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some comments and tell us what's some of the favorite things you like to do in the fall. You can hit those down in the comment.
Good night, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel. So that's going to do it tonight for the long run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And don't forget us a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
See
you next time.